Greetings people, today it's Saturday and it's tiny races again. This is the last hopefully full tiny races that I do before the Sweet Cup starts. It starts not on Monday but the Monday after that. So next Saturday I will do just one race, the first race of tiny races, to keep myself fresh. The first course today is Innsbruck Ring. It's basically flat up until the very end. There you have the so-called leg snapper, which is 6 or 7% incline. Usually I do it, I think my fastest time is 42 seconds. But now it's going to be a sprint up there, so it's going to be faster. So my plan for this race is, of course, to stick with the pack. I don't know what I do if 2 or 3 riders goes off. I don't know. I feel quite good. My legs are quite good. So I might join them. I don't know. Then the sprint it's very important to enter it with good speed. Unless you have a clear lead before the pack, you shouldn't be the first one into the leg snapper, because people are gonna draft and they're gonna enter the leg snapper with much higher speed than you do. So I think place 8 to 10, maybe 12 is the best. And then I wonder how fast it's going to go up until that one. I think it's going to go pretty fast. I think I will have to do around 370 watts, 380 maybe on average before I get there, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm going to try to do some dual recording. Here we go. Oh, fuck. I want to see myself here. There you go. Not a high pace at all, not what I thought. But the slower pace, the more it suits me, I think. There is one extremely good cyclist here. From Germany, I think. Oh, 120 people. That's a lot of people. I raced this course 5 laps this week. I think I averaged 3:30 or something. Fuck, all these names are in the way. I can't see the cyclist in front. I think he's going for it. I wonder how you get rid of all those names. Oh, maybe I should have gone with him. But if I would, he would probably have slowed down. I need to get rid of all those names. You can't see anything. Look out. I'm game. You don't want to be too far forward going into the climb. This is good. There it goes. Fuck, I forgot my feather. I didn't forget it. I pressed fucking control. How the fuck? How the fuck can I finish that bad? How the fuck is that possible? It's a fucking disgrace. It's like, oh yeah, now we get 2 minutes or something. If my computer is even able to load the fucking shit. Please. Add me to the fucking event. Please. I'm gonna miss that fucking race. Come on! Now I need to look at that because what the fuck happened? I was just waiting for it to go. And when it finally... I thought I timed it perfectly, but obviously I didn't. Yeah, come on. Take 15 minutes to load, come on. So let me sum it up. To have this right. On a 40-second climb, someone is 4 seconds faster than me. How is that possible? How is this fucking awful? Of course, I could have started earlier. And I'm too used to doing this not as a sprint. Turned out I had it all wrong, obviously. However, if I would have kept that, if my controller would have worked, I didn't actually forget anything. I did press that. I did press that motherfucking button. I did. And it didn't. So basically everyone had a feather but me. Fuck, it felt so good. But I did so fucking awful. I mean, sure, there were, it says 112 people. But still, this went just like I hoped for, and I still couldn't perform. maybe there were people way ahead of me. I don't know. There must have been. There must have been. I gotta find a way to turn off the names and the flags. They are so in the way. Well, I can't see how far we have left. What is this? Look at this. Where is my info? Oh, there. I could try to sneak away if no one else does. With 1 kilometer left or so. Or maybe with 2 kilometers left. Or more. I don't know. Fucking all those names. With 2k left, why not go? Yeah, I'll fucking do that if I can. Ah! fucking work. Fucking feels like I want to quit cycling actually. I'm getting nowhere. Sure, there are a lot of people, but it's like I wonder, it's so fucking exhausting and I get nothing to show for it. It's like failure, 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 failure. It's just and the worst thing is I felt really good before the race. I felt really good. Now I feel like crap, and it's like, what do I gotta do? I wonder if I managed to beat the other Swedes. No, of course not. Of course not, they both beat me. Fucking... I mean... if I can't do better now, when it feels really good, when am I gonna perform? I never felt this good before the race started. But I'll tell you, here's what's gonna happen. Finally, Zwift Cup is here on the Monday after the next Monday. And the thing is, if I don't perform well enough in the first race, it's a scratch race. I think I fucking will drop out of the whole Zwift Cup and look long term what I'm gonna do instead. Because I'm not gonna improve. Zwift Cup goes for 6 weeks. I don't think I improve much over those 6 weeks. The first scratch race are gonna be on the course Legends and Lava. It has Titans, Gru, reverse KOM. If I get dropped there too badly, I'm not sure how good the front group, how fast they're gonna go. If it's just the 4 best cyclists in the country who goes off, it's okay, but and I still stay with the main group. But if I get dropped from the main group there, I might as well quit that race, and I might as well quit the whole Zwift Cup. Because honestly, if I'm not even going to be able to stay with the main group in that race, I have nothing to do in Zwift. I don't think I have. I haven't developed properly yet. Maybe never will. Maybe never will. However, I did make a fatal mistake in this race. So I used the ghost power up, and that's in retrospect that was a fucking awful move, because it doesn't give me anything. In the Zwift Cup there are no power-ups, so there's nothing to train. Going with a ghost is nothing I will be able to do when the real deal hits the fan. So what a stupid move to make. But the thing is, you know why I made that stupid move? Probably because it went so bad in the first race. So I wanted to do really good in the second. And the only chance to do good was to take a chance for the ghost power up. Oh. So that's psychology for you. At least we got rest. Everyone else did too, but still I got rest. Now my legs don't feel good anymore. Oh, I know nearby athletes. Thanks for that. Just 4 people dropping off. Try this view. Although it's hard to see where I am. Ah, fuck it. wonder if they are cooperating, those two. Feel quite okay. That was okay. Yeah, that was okay. Although I was a little too hesitant. I was so afraid to go too early this time that I went a little too late. And also I need to be, I think I used my power up too late, but we'll see. What's this? Well, that was better. That was better. 16 out of 103. Maybe I beat the Swedes this time. Yeah, I did. I actually did. This course is a little trickier. It's not, I mean, basically the first ones. First, first one flat and then uphill sprint. Second flat sprint. Third flat and a sprint. This one is a little up and a little down. Although I think it's going to come down to a sprint towards the end anyway. Actually, my main strength is the long sprint, but in a field like this, I don't have the guts to pull it off. Because I mean, if they catch me, I mean, catch me. They don't even have to catch me. If I don't get the jump on them, everyone is just gonna follow and I'm gonna go into the wind and I'm gonna die and finish in 18th place. 80th place, not 18th. Let's finish strong. I mean, who knows? Last one was good. Who knows what I could have done in the first if my feather would have gone off when I actually pressed the button. And who knows how the second could have gone if I wouldn't have made that stupid mistake using the ghost. Try to cheat, sort of. Get an advantage that I shouldn't have had, really. I shouldn't have tried it. Oh no. Top speed from the start. Oh, they're gonna get away. We're gonna catch them. Yay. No. Too tired. Okay. So, what can I say about this? Maybe, okay. Felt really good before. Never felt in better shape than I did today. But no results to show for it. However, it is a little, sometimes I learned this, you cannot compare race results with other race results. Even though you cannot even compare tiny races versus tiny races, because they are different people in different races. And I also found that you cannot even compare one person with let's say 900 racing score. You cannot really compare him with another person with 900, as odd as it seems. I find that the Zwift, the ranking points on Zwift Power, that's much more accurate. You know, the scores that are, the lower you have, the better you are. However, one good thing is that you can look on swiftpower.com and see how well it thinks that you did in the race compared to other races. So let's look here. How good were these races? They not too bad actually. The first one, where I finished 33rd, was actually as good as a race that I won. And the second race was even better, and the third race was the second best I've ever done. The only race that's better than the third race was the first race in last week's edition of Zwift Insider, where I finished in 6th place. But that one I timed perfectly. So maybe this wasn't as bad anyway, but when you feel really good before, I didn't feel tired. My legs weren't tired. I felt, I felt like I can break into top 10. Just felt like it. And then when you finish 33rd in the first, then you get a little put down. The watts weren't that good either, but the thing is, they aren't in these kind of races. Because they are so short, and they usually go quite slow in the, I mean, not slow, but relatively slow in the beginning. But it is what it is. I have to see. Maybe this was good. I don't know. I never had any big hopes for Sweet Cup, but and I don't even know how many people are gonna participate in it. But there are a lot of good Swedish riders. First we have the real top riders, 1 or 2, maybe 3. They are really, really good. And then a couple of riders, I don't know how many there are, but there are a lot of riders with like 950, 940 Zwift racing score. We have maybe, I don't know how many we have. At least 10, but it could be 30. But, if I get dropped by the main group on the first stage in the Titan Screw KOM, reverse KOM, I'm gonna quit the race and I'm gonna quit the Sweet Cup. And I mean, you shouldn't, if you get dropped that early in the first race, I mean, you obviously have nothing to do in the actual tournament. But I don't think that will be the case. I think I will be able to stay in the main group. I think so, but if I don't, I just gotta accept the fact that I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough. Not yet, at least, and maybe I never will. They say that winners never quit. But the thing is, to be a winner, you gotta accept your limitations. I don't try to be the best chess player in the world because it's out of my reach. It doesn't matter if I quit or not quit. I'll never be the top 10 in the world in chess anyway. So that's how it is. You should know your limitations and you should quit when reality dictates so. Hopefully that doesn't apply to me, but we'll see. Stay tuned and you will see more from me.